Let's have some fun. Once you let one thing be known, it's easier to bring it to light again if it ever needs to be addressed. Wow. Dog. Pretty much like, I want to think of an orthodox analogy to give. Something simple, and this is going to be beautiful because this is my life. A lot of what I say and a lot of references I give, even if it doesn't seem that way, it is technically about my life. If you see a friend and you acknowledge a friend, if you drive by a church and you acknowledge the cross the same way you would acknowledge a friend, let's say you're working out at the gym and you see the homie over there by the bench press and you're on the squat rack, but you see the homie, what up though? What's good? You let them know you saw them and you gave them that acknowledgement. Oh, I just saw the homie. And the homie is God. Because how am I here today? Yeah, my mom and my dad. Yeah. No offense to my mom and my dad, I'm just saying. The homie is God. So if I drive by a church, I'm going to see him, I'm going to say what's good. Same thing, I mentioned relationships. I just posted the video about relationships. But if you're dating somebody and they don't know everything about you, but once you let them know, every Friday after a long work week, I have to smoke one joint just to like woosah. And that is not my life. I stopped smoking weed back in 2002. Facts. But once you let them know this, and once they understand it, it's easier moving forward. Because they already know you just got off a long day. It's Friday. Your weekend's about to start. There's going to be one joint smoked, and that's it. But now you're aware. Now you can better prepare. Like a scouting report. References, ladies and gentlemen. Basketball has scouting reports. I'm sure every sport does. I talk what I know. So the reason for that 4-minute introduction to tell you how it's going to be easier for things to come out in the future is because now this video, I just want to say, after being alive for over 38 years, seeing whatever's been placed in my life, because like I said, we don't choose where we live, we don't choose our parents, we don't choose a lot, especially as kids. We tell our parents what we want. We tell them we want Power Rangers and Superman and Batman and we want this toy and that toy. We want kids, parents, you know, kids want everything. They see it, they want it. So yeah, it's normal for kids to say what they want, but it's not normal to be like, hey mom, why are we living in California? Can we go to, this is me talking stuff. Can we go to Texas where everything is open and free? Mom, why are we in California? Our governor is horrible. Has any one of your 5-year-old children ever told you this? Your 3-year-old children? Have they ever said, Mom, I don't like our governor? Can we go somewhere else? Right? Let's be realistic about some things. So this is me telling you that I've been alive for 38 years. I've seen life for what it is. I was raised around specific things and specific people, and this is what I know. Why am I quoting this and referencing this now? I don't know the original topic, but I know at one point during my hour cardio session today, I mentioned to myself, who are the biggest, and I don't want to offend anybody, so I'm going to use both words and I'm just going to let you know this is the best way I could put it. Mexican or Hispanic. I'm not too sure which one's more appropriate. If neither one is offensive, if one of them is offensive, I don't know. But I'm going to use Hispanic. Who is the biggest Hispanic celebrity that you know? Off top, George Lopez comes to mind. And then what made me think about that, because if I talk to specific people, I have a lot of friends, I have a lot of homies, I have a lot of co-workers, you name it. If you start naming famous Hispanic actors, oh, I know him. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, he's popular. He's everywhere. Even soccer players. Or someone that's like acted in every single thing you can imagine. Oh, my God, he's like a god. And I'm sure it's the same thing in the Asian culture with Asian actors, because we have Jade on all the time at the house, Phoenix all the time at the house. We have TVB at the house all the time. So there's Asian actors I've never seen in my life. Here. So this makes me feel slightly better. Only slightly, because this just came in my mind right now. So if I say George Lopez pops up, so let's say I say, how many famous Asian actors do you know? I think we might all agree, and that's your Asian, my apologies, Jackie Chan, boom. And then you might draw a blank. Sorry. And there should be a third apology, and only certain people will know why. Bruce Lee, okay? But Jackie Chan, we're talking about actors right now. Bruce Lee did act. Boom, Jackie Chan. And this is my life. That's what I'm saying, Jackie Chan. Because I didn't watch Bruce Lee growing up. Knew the name, didn't watch him. So if I think George Lopez, and there's obviously more. There's that one Hispanic dude, he's always a thug in every single movie. He was on SWAT. Hey, you for real, Holmes? He was on Bruce Almighty. When the monkey comes out my butt, you know who I'm talking about. So yeah, this dude you see him. You see him in the movies, which is great. Big ups. I hope you and your family are blessed. But when you think about Hispanics, I'm thinking about George Lopez. When you think about Asians, I'm thinking about Jackie Chan. But there's a lot of people out there that are just like bigger than they are. When you think about black people, oh my fucking goodness. And that needs to be a whole nother conversation and possibly 2, 3, 4 videos if you're gonna talk about blacks. If you're gonna talk about people imitating things, imitating races, wanting to be specific things. Races, I'm gonna use this word because I'm telling you, and once I make it easier for me to be me, these videos will be so much better. Because whether you live the life, whether you don't even know the life, once I can be me, this will be so beautiful because you can relate to it regardless who you are. Because when I say, I'm gonna use the word dominate. So when you wanna talk about what race dominates this or dominates that, we want to talk about the actors, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's only this much, there's only that much. But because obviously I was trying to get to the point about black people. So when you look at sports, and you look at black people in basketball, you look at black people in football, you look at black people in hockey. Sorry. You see, I gotta do stuff like that too. Once I can be me, it's beautiful. And baseball is mixed, which is great. And all these other sports I don't know about and don't give a damn about. Golf included. Sorry, Tiger. But yeah, then you talk about domination. I saw something yesterday on KCAL 9 News. If it wasn't KCAL, it was ABC. And I'm not plugging either one for free. I don't care about either one of them. I just watch them. And it said facism. And I guess it was an offspin of racism. And whoever this scientist, or I don't know what his technical term was, whoever did his research said that apparently black people were made better to swim. And the whole thing was about swimming and people of color mixed in with other peoples of other colors. The first thing I said is black people are dominant in every damn thing. So sorry if I don't care about your story. This is me, heart to heart, real talk. Let me tell you how I live, how I think. Damn, my teeth look whiter. I should have done this a long time ago. Anyways, yeah, black people are dominant. And how could I just throw that out? That black people are dominant. I told you guys before, there's only 3 people in this whole world that I know for a fact can let you know the new extraordinary Mcknight is a natural athlete. One of them is my wife. The other 2 are family, which is my brother and my mom. But if you know me, it depends how well you think you know me. I told you before, I prided myself on being natural since I was 16. Because when I was 16, they said I was on steroids. I'm a natural athlete. And damn, if I can't do a lot of things. A lot. So with that being said, we have natural genes. Can you imagine if I had performance enhancers? Can you imagine if I had a professional staff? If I'm employed by a company that has millions and millions, probably even billions and billions of dollars. This is me talking about a sports organization, because every basketball team has a head coach, an assistant coach, a shooting coach, a health advisor, blah, 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 blah. If you're bleeding on the court, they're going to be cleaning you up. If you're hurt, they're going to be checking you out. If you need to be stretched before a game, they're going to stretch you before a game. They have so much staff. If you want these shoes on these days of the week to play certain teams, specific teams, they have your clothes laid out, your shoes laid out, everything is laid out for you. You don't got to do a damn thing except hop on plane, go to practice, and play the game. That's the type of money they have. If I had attention like that, you would think he's doing like 90, right? If I had attention like that and staff like that, I could guarantee you I'd be a lot further than I am right now. Because everything, and that's another thing, I've done everything I've done on my own. And I tell people I'll take advice. I talk to people. I listen to people. Everything I'm told is stored back here in the back of my head. And a lot of times I never forget it. Less of the times I never use it, but it's still there in case something happens one day. Facts. That's gonna be my new thing. Facts. Every now and then you're gonna see me just pop up. Facts right there on the screen. And then the story of the video or the thumbnail of the video will say facts. And it's a new Mcknight just telling you facts. So now that I started this, when I finally edit this, if I don't finish this video on Sunday, it'll come back when I finally get to watch it and edit it. And after I watch it and edit it, and I have new thoughts in my mind that will reflect off of these thoughts I just told you, I will continue on to let you know how I want to be myself 1,001% of the time, to give everybody an outlook on eyes that are not a celebrity. And why does that matter? Because once celebrities are making a certain amount of money and they are used to that lifestyle and that fame, they're also expected to quote and script specific phrases and comments to the public, because if you step out of bounds, they either eliminate you completely or take your life. I'll finish that one day too. And I'll give examples and references on that as well. I'm 37 seconds sober. I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.